beautiful Nicolettes, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Today, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about everything that has to do with hygiene. I think this could be really useful to, of course, adults and as well as teenagers going through puberty and stuff like that. No one wants to be the stinky person. This is going to be hygiene all the way from oral hygiene to body hygiene to our lady bits down there, hygiene 101. Before I begin, as always, if you guys aren't following me, make sure you follow me on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And I also have a vlog channel, Nicoletta XO Vlogs. If you want to know a little bit more about my life, definitely check that out. I'll have the link down below for you guys. That being said, let's just jump into it. Let's begin first with the mouth. I am someone that is always so scared that my breath is gonna smell. I don't like bad breath. I always want to make sure I smell minty fresh there because I do not want to smell bad breath. I think having bad breath and talking to someone is so embarrassing. I know you guys know the struggle. I'm going to share with you guys some of my oral hygiene tips to avoid stinky breath. Of course, making sure that you brush your teeth every single day in the morning and night. That is obvious. If you're not doing that, then we got a little bit of a problem. Another thing that you should be doing is brushing your tongue, because our tongue is actually the reason for bad breath. So making sure you're scraping your tongue to get all that gunk off your tongue is really gonna help you to have fresh, minty breath. And as well as there's tools such as tongue scrapers, and that's a really good thing to use to just get all the dead skin cells out, because a lot collects on our tongue, and this tongue is our source for our bad breath. So making sure that not only are your teeth clean, but your tongue is clean as well. And as well as flossing. So flossing is super important, and I know you guys all hear this from like your dental hygienist, because I definitely do. When you go to the dentist and they're like, do you floss? Maybe once a year? Actually, flossing is super important for your gums as well to help with bad breath. I actually use the little stick flosses that you can buy at Walmart and stuff like that, as you guys can see right here. Dentist hygienists told me they're not better than actual regular flossing, but it's much better if you're someone that doesn't floss and you're someone that's trying to get into flossing. I definitely recommend these because you can just throw them in your purse. You can do them at night, and it's super easy because it's just a stick. But of course, I try to go like to the side, to the other side, and go in different angles so it can really get in there. So definitely recommend flossing. And if you're new to flossing, I recommend those sticks because it's something that I use a lot more, and I'm really trying to get into the habit of flossing. So of course, we also like to gargle like mouthwash and stuff like that. But an easy little thing I have for you guys that you can make right at home is just gargling your mouth with water and baking soda. So putting baking soda into water and then gargling and using that as a mouthwash is really going to clean out your mouth and will really make sure that you don't have stinky breath. Now we're going to talk about our body hygiene. Of course, you should be showering and making sure that you get rid of all the gunk on your body and stuff like that. However, you should be showering, they say, every day when it comes to your hair and body, because you're going to strip the natural oils on your body and as well as your hair. So for my body, I like to do every other day. For my hair, I sometimes wait even like a few days because it's actually better for your hair than to keep stripping out the natural oils. We're gonna get back into showering more after, but this is more when it comes to what can you do when you're going to go to school or work and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't want to smell. Of course, to stay fresh every single day, we use deodorant, and you should actually be switching to natural deodorant. So deodorant that's free of aluminum, because aluminum's been linked to breast cancer. And of course, we put this underneath our arms pretty much every single day. So it's really important to get a nice natural deodorant. And I'm actually going to share with you guys the deodorant that I've been loving that is natural and it's free of parabens and aluminum, which is what you need to look for. And that is native deodorant. So I have a couple of these boxes because I've been using them for a while, and they just come like this. So let me just take it out for you guys. The one I have been loving is this one, and I believe this one is the coconut and vanilla scent, and I love it. It smells so good. The perfect scent of coconut and vanilla. So if you like coconut or vanilla, this is the scent for you. They also have this one, which is lavender and rose, and they actually have a deodorant that's fully unscented. So this is going to be really great to just steal the smell on as well, to make sure that you don't sweat or anything like that. So it's really up to your own personal preference, which I think is great, but I definitely suggest coconut and vanilla being my favorite for sure. Really love these deodorants because they're free of those harmful chemicals, as well as they smell really great and they don't stain your clothes. So these are going to make you smell fresh all day and all night. I think it's really sleek as well, the packaging. Native was actually nice enough to provide me with a code, so if you use the code Nicoletta10 you can get 10% off. I don't make any money off of that. That is just for you guys. What I think is really cute as well is they have little small versions. So they have these little small guys, and this is the unscented one. They have so many different ones. So they have the coconut and vanilla in a small form as well. They have mint, which is really fresh as well. I really like this one. They have citrus herbal musk. Once again, they have the lavender rose. It's really great that they also come in small versions like this, because this is honestly so cute and small, and you could just throw it into your purse or your knapsack. And this is great just in case you need a touch up, maybe after the gym. This is great to throw into your gym bag and stuff like that. Of course, you need to find the deodorant that works for you, and that is just something I've been using for a while now. Let's jump back into showers. Like I said, you shouldn't be showering every single day, but of course you want to feel fresh and you need to clean your body, of course. So I have a little tip when you are showering. They say that you should shower in warm water, but before you jump out of the shower, switch it to cold for a few minutes before jumping out. By switching it to cold for a few minutes, this is gonna make your skin look healthier. It's gonna make your hair smoother. It's also gonna make you feel energized right away, and it's really good for your hair as well. A lot of us use loofahs or washcloths when we are showering. Some people say that to not use washcloths at all because they do tend to have a lot of bacteria and cling bacteria onto them, which can lead to infections. But something that you should do if you're using washcloths and loofahs is I definitely recommend not using a washcloth for your body and then your feminine areas, because a lot of bacteria clings onto washcloths and you're just going to be spreading it everywhere. So definitely having a separate washcloth or loofah for your feminine areas, and as well as for the rest of your body. You are going to wash your face with washcloth as well. Always washing your towels is definitely something that you should be doing, because it really does retain bacteria, so you want to be able to avoid that. When you are showering as well, make sure that you are washing your feet. But something I like to do, this is a little hack for you guys, is just fill up a bowl of water and just put some baking soda and as well as lemon into it and mix that all up and soak your feet into it for a few minutes, and this is really gonna kill the scent. And as well as a little thing I have for you guys, I've mentioned this in a bunch of hack videos before, but if you haven't heard of it, filling up a little like Ziploc of baking soda or something like that and putting it into your shoes overnight is going to help with the scent of shoes, because a lot of the time shoes can start to smell, and that's gonna make your feet smell, and no one likes when someone has really bad smelling shoes and feet. It's just so gross. So that is a really good tip to avoid it. You can also put tea bags into your shoes overnight. It's really up to your own personal preference, but I definitely like to use baking soda and to just put that onto my shoes. So now that we are done with all our cleansing and all that stuff, when you come out of the shower and you do dry your body, you should make sure that your body is completely dry before jumping into your clothes. The reason for this is because it can cause the area to grow a bad bacteria, which once again can lead to infections and stuff like that. This also includes not only when you're jumping out of the shower, making sure that you're thoroughly dry, but this also includes when you go to the gym and you sweat a ton. When you come home or after the gym, if you have an extra pair of clothes, you should switch out of them and get into a dry pair of clothes as well with bathing suits. You shouldn't just be sitting and soaking wet, because this is going to cause bad bacteria to grow, and this once again will lead to infection. So making sure that you're in dry clothes all the time, or if you do go and you're going to the gym, having an extra pair of clothes with you to switch into after you're done your workout, because of course when you're working out you're sweating a ton. Now these are kind of like more beauty hygiene tips, and then I will go down to the downstairs area hygiene tips. So a couple tips I have for you guys, the first one being something I really enjoy is facial razors. So this is something great to do before you apply your makeup, so it will go on more smooth and just nice instead of having peach fuzz everywhere. You can get them from Amazon, you can get them anywhere from little stores. They're super cheap and affordable, and they're painless, and they just get rid of also the dead skin cells on your face, and that just, it gives you a blank canvas and a smooth canvas to then apply your makeup, or just if you're going makeupless as well. Of course, when you are using these little razors, you make sure that you're swiping up, and that's just gonna get rid of all the dead skin cells. And then as well with hair grooming, a little tip I have for you guys is if you're tweezing your brows and stuff like that, or just tweezing any little area, something you should do is ice it before. The reason for this is because it's gonna soften your hair and it's gonna be easier to tweeze, and it's gonna be less painful. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're gonna do your brows, just ice wherever you're gonna tweeze at and then go in and tweeze your hair. And as well as if you are shaving your legs and stuff, they always say that you should be soaking your legs in water before you shave because it softens the hair and it's easier to shave. So obviously softening your hair is much better before you go right in and you shave, and this will lead to like less cuts and nicks and stuff like that. Okay, so to finish off, I'm gonna be talking about feminine area and little tips to kind of stay clean and also not smell too bad down there as well, because obviously that's important. We don't want to really smell anywhere. Of course, we all have a natural scent and you can't get rid of that. Don't do things to try and get rid of it because it's just gonna be, it's not healthy for you. So these are just little things to maintain yourself. The first thing I have for you guys is to switch to cotton underwear. So a lot of the times when you have those satin underwears and stuff like that, that's actually not good for you. Cotton is the most breathable. If you're not breathable down there, it's gonna basically lead to bacteria growing and lead to infections and all that nasty stuff. So switching to cotton underwear, as well as they have cotton linings on it, so that could also work as well. So also just wearing cotton. So switching to cotton is like the #1 thing. Speaking of underwear, when you go to sleep, they say that you should go commando, and because it gives your lady bits a little bit of time to breathe for a few hours, and it's actually to me a little bit more comfortable to do that. So I definitely recommend when sleeping, just go commando and wear loose pants, which leads me to the next tip, and that is wearing more loose clothes. So I always used to wear leggings. When I was wanted to be like comfortable, I wore leggings all the time, but as you guys can tell, I switched to sweatpants because sweatpants are just way more comfortable and they also give your area to breathe more. You have more space to breathe and you need that. So switching to more breathable materials, whether it's a skirt, a dress, sweatpants, or flowy pants as well, that's really gonna be beneficial in the end of the day, is to wear more loose clothes, and as well it's more comfortable. So it's kind of like a win-win. Also, when your clothes are tighter, you're more likely to sweat down there and it's more likely to lead to an odor. And obviously that's not what you want. So loose clothes for the win. And the last thing I have for you guys is there's one thing to allow the smell to smell a little bit better down there, and that is to have yogurt. Yogurt is super great because it is full of certain bacteria that is healthy, and it's really gonna help for down there. It not only helps fight with bad odor down there, but it also balances the pH level, which is what we need. So one food that's going to make it a little bit better is to have yogurt. I've heard so many things like eat this and this and this and it'll make you smell so good, but like honestly we all have that natural scent, so it's not really gonna change that drastically, but having yogurt is really healthy because it helps balance the pH level. So those are all my hygiene tips and hacks for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was really useful for you guys. I think it was fun to just, you know, have girl talk and talk about these little girly things. Let me know if you guys have any more video requests down below, and as well as don't forget to head over to my social media. I always have my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat linked down below, and become a part of that family. Hit that subscribe button to join the Nicolette's Bam Jams. Your girl uploads every other day here on my channel, and as well as hit that bell notification on my channel so you're notified every single time I upload videos like this. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night, whatever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!